afternoon, Bay Nation. Welcome to another episode of Fantasy Bay. I'm your host, Mike Williams, and today I got a lot to talk about. Starting with Russell Wilson. Russell Wilson has been the most disappointing part of this season, honestly. Yes, Kyle Pitts has been sad, but Russell Wilson has been absolutely awful. There is a guy on TikTok, I wish I knew his name, but every week he counts how many touchdowns Russell Wilson has compared to how many bedrooms he has in his house. I learned that he has 12 bedrooms in his house. I also figured out he still doesn't have that many touchdowns. Through 12 weeks, what are we doing here? Also, the Broncos have got to be pissed. Not only did they trade for him, they gave up multiple players, 2 firsts, 2 second, and a 5th. Now, the Broncos got back a 4th, but still, that is so much to give up for a player that has not done what you expected. And not only did you trade for him, you also signed him to an extension before you saw him play at all. To be honest with you, I want to blame them, but I can't. I thought he was going to be great too. Looks like we was all wrong on that one. They signed him to a 5-year extension. 5 years, $242 million. $50 million of it, signing bonus. $161 million guaranteed. So he's getting his money. Even if they wanted to get rid of him, they can't. The dead cap for next year, $107 million. What are they supposed to do? They kind of just stuck with him. Nathaniel Hackett's going to be gone after this year. I mean, don't get me wrong, he hasn't played great, but he's not the whole reason they suck. How much longer can the defense handle it? Because they're starting to break. There's some chinks in the armor. There's only so many times you can hear Broncos country. Let's ride. There's a stat that was floating around that said if the Broncos had scored 18 points a game, they would be 9-1. Wow. That is incredible. 18 points. That's not even a lot of points. It's really starting to get to that defense too. Check it out. Ooh. He was not having it. He was not having it. All up in Russ's grill. All up in his grill. Who are you talking to? Stop telling me let's ride. Score some damn points. All that being said, Russell Wilson, I don't think is completely washed. I do think that this year is essentially done. They're going to be the worst team in the division, which sucks for that defense. I really feel for them. But I'm still not completely out on Russ. I'm pretty much out for this year. I don't think that it's going to click. But I do think that he comes back next year better. He can't be much worse. It's been awful. Just awful. Zach Wilson got benched. And Mike White stepped in and did work. Now, mind you, they were going up against the Chicago Bears, and they didn't even have Justin Fields. But he did play well. So I think he's going to hold on to the job for now.
As an offense, though, I mean, you guys are only able to score 3 points. The defense only lets out 3 points. I mean, do you feel like you let the defense down at all?
No. In what world can you answer that question? No, you didn't let the defense. You scored 3 points. I know the World Cup's happening, but this is football, not football. This ain't soccer. 3 points is not a lot of points, Zach. Yes, you let your defense down. And it shouldn't even be that hard to admit. But a lot of people were upset that Robert Saleh benched Zach Wilson. Zach Wilson hasn't just been bad this year. He's been awful. Did you know that he has more interceptions than touchdowns? He's played 7 games, and he has 4 touchdowns and 5 interceptions. That is unbelievably pathetic. This defense has been elite this year. I'm not saying Mike White's the answer, but what I am saying is they shouldn't be afraid to bench Zach Wilson. This whole thing about you have to protect the quarterback, ain't nobody protecting any of the other positions. Why is the quarterback so special that they can't be benched? You're playing like crap. Sit your butt down. It's not that he can't ever come back and play again. Yes, they spent a second on him, but they need to win games because they need to go to the playoffs. And 4 touchdowns in 7 games ain't gonna do it. So yeah, sit his butt down. He's not gone forever. You didn't cut him. He can still come back. But this whole you gotta save his feelings thing, nah. Miss me with all that. That's not for me. We're about production around here. There's been a question going around. Should Green Bay bench Aaron Rodgers? The answer is, kind of depends. As soon as you're out of contention to make the playoffs, Aaron Rodgers, you need to sit on the bench, bro. For 2 reasons. 1, you're hurt. You're clearly not playing well. Why are you taking extra hits? You old. You get this money anyways. It's not like you sitting on the bench, you're going to lose out on money. So you're getting your paper. Reason number 2 is you got to see what Jordan Love has, man. Yes, it was a mistake drafting him where you did because you thought Aaron Rodgers was washed. Green Bay, y'all really missed on that. Back-to-back MVPs, you can't be much more wrong than that. You kind of got to take that one on the chin. But you got to see what the kid has. Whether you're going to keep him and put him behind Aaron Rodgers or you're going to trade him away, either way, you need to see what the kid's got. But heck yeah, they should bench Aaron Rodgers. If y'all not making the playoffs, what are we doing here? You want a participation trophy? Get out of here. The schedule in the NFL this week has some bangers, baby. We got the Chiefs versus the Bengals. The Chiefs have lost their last 2 games to the Bengals. But more importantly, the Bengals knocked them out of the playoffs last year. Patrick Mahomes is going to come out firing. I can't wait to watch this game. You're going to see a few teams circled here. This is just my preliminary first walkthrough of the games. I always go through and make a pick just in case something happens and I forget one day. Well, if you put in a pick at the beginning of the week, you're going to be fine. Dolphins versus 49ers. A great offense versus a great defense. This is a real test for Tua. Let's see what he's got. Deshaun Watson's first game back, and he plays against Houston, his former team. NFL, you not slick. You not slick. How you gonna have this man's first game be against his previous team? It's not even like they're in the same division. Y'all had to purposely go out of your way to do this. That's messed up. And y'all be acting like y'all care? Come on now. Come on, man. Heck, we even have a revenge factor for A.J. Brown coming back to play the Tennessee Titans. I don't know if Philadelphia's played the Titans since he's been there, but this game should be fire. Less points, though. Points are going to be in the Mahomes game. This is more going to be a ground and pound defensive banger. So that's going to do it for this episode. Let me know what you think. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell down below. Good luck in your matchups this week.